Terrible, man. Although very tough, though. So ain't like it's a bad loss. Be tough. Alright, yeah, I'm about to play a little coco.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kelly. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. He'll get this into the hands of Ayu. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw is Murray. They'll roll him out right. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Steps away to his left. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to put assignments up on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs, because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's getting the quarterback? Who's getting the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. And
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for it.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. But not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. This is the tight end fan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, We can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll run the option here with Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone.
Even let the niggas just stood there and watched it.
Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. First down and much more here for Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy.
I got to play
the
now.
Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Escaping and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Murray again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Hurts throw into the hands of Finn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Eagles 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Hurts. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Murray now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. Touchdown, Eagles! Ronald Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson down to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of points, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If you take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray on the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Kelly. Kelly with a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give left side, Kelly. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Hurts to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Here's Murray. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
22 yards there, a first down. Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's to the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kyler Murray. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under pressure, they got him again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
About 15 cents.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyler Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change. And the defense loses him. It's complete. If you were me, you do this too. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Man, my whole team getting fucking injured. Damn. What kind of shit is this?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Buying time to his left. Murray has it.
Oh!
Fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Oh!
And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear him. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Murray to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Corey Willis. And he will bring this one back. It's a kick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in.
And this is intercepted.
I don't understand how Justin Jefferson 6'4", and niggas be out jumping him. He got 95 jump.
27-yard line. Yet another
Unbelievable.
interception, and I just had to double check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack on first down, Hurts flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ain't touch a damn player. What the fuck is that?
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now Murray being chased out left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray, one final try. Steps away to his left. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.